And I'm so excited to be here today. And today I want to share with you something that I learned from my mentor, Mr. Thomas, when I was working as a barber in Oslo, 5 years ago. And a stranger bumped into my barber shop, and then he sat down. After sitting down, we have a little bit of conversation, and then he asked me a question. He asked me that, hey, how many ways do you actually know that generate income? I told him, you can do this, you can do that. I told him so many things when it comes to business. And then he told me that there are actually four important systems that are actually the ways to make money, which was presented by Robert Kiyosaki. In that moment, I didn't know even what Robert Kiyosaki was. So he showed me that concept, which I'm about to share with you today. And the first one was employee, which is you work for a company, you are an employee. You actually work, you exchange your time in order to make money, which means that if you don't go to work, you will not make any money. If you go to work, then the money will come. So you are actually the only vehicle that brings money in your family. And the second one is self-employed. You own your own business, and owning your own business is also you exchange your time in order for you to make money. So today, if you have a shop and you close that shop, the shop will not generate any income, because that's the only vehicle that you have, But the good news is you have advantage from there to actually multiply yourself. So that's why this category, the E and the S, which is the employee and the self-employed, they don't have leverage. And this is where 95% of the whole world, the population, are actually in there. That is where 95% of the people are actually staying. And they are actually making 5% of the world share. The whole money that we have in the world, these people are just making 5% of the cake. So that's why in this sector, there are only, the majority of them are just average, and the income they are making are just to make them to live an average life. To live a normal life, pay bills, pay their car bills, pay their house rent, and then that is it. They cannot really have freedom to do whatever they want to do because they don't have leverage. And the third one is business owner. A business owner, this is a system, and this is the types of business that have a system. When I talk about the system that you can be able to multiply yourself. Imagine if you have a business maybe you have a business and you decided to have, let's say, another 5 business the same, and having people to run those business. So you have actually 4 shops, and these shops are bringing money. So that means you have leverage on 5 shops. Imagine those companies with 500 employees. The people working within those companies are also part of the leverage. So if you are working for a company, you are also part of the company's leverage, because you are also making your own money, but you are also contributing to some percentage to those companies. And that is where one of the richest man, who is called John Poggetti, said that I would rather make 1% of an effort of 100 men than making 100% of my own personal effort, because he understood the system. So he would rather make 1% of effort of 100 men than making 100% of his own personal efforts, because in this place he's actually talking about the system. Then, so example of the system that I know, there are so many big companies. For example, McDonald's has a system. Today you have hundreds of McDonald's around the world. We have Starbucks, we have KFC, we have Zara, you name them. There's a lot of them. So this is actually companies with a system base, because they have a big leverage. That's why they are making a lot of millions and millions every year. So, and the good news is, if you want to start a business, and today, let's say you want to start a business, for example, if you want to have a franchise with McDonald's or any big company, you need a large sum of money for you to be able to do that. But fortunately, there are companies who are already built today that you can be part of them and own the system. For example, if you are a business owner, the time that I was into ACN, you actually have your own business at a very low cost, and at the same time, you can be able to share with thousands of people. And I remember those times we are able to, through delivery, we are able to share with 6,000 people, and that was a defining moment for me, where I was able to have, free time. I have never experienced such thing before. I was able to have free time and see money coming, consistently. So actually, I really lived the experience, and I understood that the power of freedom, you can never buy that power. Let's say you own your business or you are an employee, that is fine. But at the end of the day, somebody have to, if you are an employee, somebody have to decide when you are going to holiday. Somebody have to decide what to do with your life and when not to take time. You don't have your own will. If you are self-employed, of course, you have your own will, but you cannot stop the business all the time and go to holidays because you are the only person running it. But when you have a business with leverage, let's say, for example, self-employed, that is where business owner, the system that I mentioned before with leverage, this is where network marketing come in. So let's say you don't even have money. There are so many companies out there that are actually looking for person like you who is hungry enough to, share their products. To share their business to many people. And once you do that, that means you are also creating leverage, and that will reward you massively. So we also have network marketing. And the last one brings me to the investor. So investment, you don't need to have a lot of money to start investing, but it's obvious that if you really have big money to invest, you can definitely make a lot of money, which can really give you freedom. But investing with a very little amount of money, take a long time, for you to save. And nowadays, it's very hard for us to save money because of the liabilities. You go to work, and then at the end of the month, you have to pay the house rent, you have to pay your car bills, you have to pay electricity, and all these things become liabilities. So at the end of the day, we end up with a very little amount of money. So my message here is, I'm not saying that job is no good. Job is good, but you can definitely know how to manage your money, and also the kind of system that you are into, and you can do what you can change. You can make a transition from this system to a better system. So how do you do that? You go to work and you have your side business. This side business is growing gradually, slowly, and with time, once you do it well, you see that the income that you are making from this side business will automatically replace your current job, your full-time job. And once that happens, imagine how much freedom you can actually have. Marketing, we also have what we call affiliate marketing, which is almost the same, and you can also be part of a company that is expanding, and you can expand with them because you can network to so many people and share the business to many people, and that will lead to your freedom. So that is actually the business owner, and it's very low cost. You can own the system. Then that you have the system. The only thing that is left is you have to put in the work for it to work. So it's very important that you understand this system. And the last thing I want to say, I spoke about the self-employed and the business owner and the investor. And this is where only 5% of the population, 5% of the people around the world, where they are, the richest people, the wealthiest people, they are on this side. The richest people are on this side, and they are making 95% of the wealth, the the whole money that we have in the world, they are making 95% of this money. So imagine if you can actually, be part of this system, this system on the right side, which is the business owner and the investor. And that is how we can gradually make a transition from E and S to B and what we call it, B and I. Because to make a transition to business owner is very easy. All you need is your efforts and your creativity, and that can definitely change where you want to, your financial situation, So guys, this is the end of the video, and I'll be sharing more content about finance and motivations, as I always like to motivate. I have also a YouTube channel. Subscribe into my YouTube channel so that you can see more content that I'm posting on YouTube, because on YouTube you can see it more longer videos and stuff like that. It is yet to come, and I believe in you. I believe that you have all the ability on this. You can go there and make your life happen. So without taking your time, God bless you, and see you on my next videos. God bless.